Hi, good morning, everyone. How are you? Happy World Tourism Day and welcome to Regenera Travel Summit. Wow, it feels like a dream that this is actually happening right now. So we are really excited to invite everyone to our event and especially to our viewers around the globe who are joining in. Thank you. We know that the hour may be different, it may be late, you're probably sacrificing your sleep. We are grateful, especially for celebrating today, World Tourism Day, and the inauguration of Re- our Regenera Travel Summit. So we want to introduce immediately our chairperson, Miss Lydia from SEA, and she's going to tell you all about what our wonderful summit is about.
Good morning, everyone. As Suzanne mentioned, today is a very special day. We're launching and we're starting this wonderful experience that is a global experience. I would like to greet everyone, ladies, gentlemen, friends, fellow pioneers of positive change, but especially I would like to welcome regenerators. I know we are all seated and we have put in our best expectations because we are all regenerators. So please be welcome to the inaugural Regenera Travel Summit 2025. This is to be a wonderful experience for all for different reasons. And so, as your chairperson today on this very special World Tourism Day, we don't just get together to celebrate tourism. We get together to redefine tourism. This is one of our mainstream objectives. By launching this summit on this very special day, we want to commit collectively to a new era of tourism. We want to uh, undergo a journey of discovery, a journey of sharing experiences, a journey of sharing lessons learned, even if the lessons may be painful, and great if the lessons are wonderful. We um, are known as regenerators. And we are also known for our passion for purpose, our passion for objectives, our passion for communities. So we officially are kicking off a series of online sessions, a series of workshops, a series of exchanges that I know are going to be very rich for all of us. So, this is, we could say, a one of its kind online gathering. And this is wonderful because we are a global community. We are all over the world. Regenerators are all over the world, and we are represented by a diverse group of visionaries and leaders from all over the world, from Honduras, from Panama, from Guatemala, from El Salvador, from Costa Rica, from the Netherlands, Belgium, USA, Trinidad and Tobago, Ecuador, Venezuela, Brazil, Spain, Portugal, United Kingdom, Greece, India, Germany, Austria, Australia, from many other countries. And what we want is to prove that this movement to establish conditions to regenerate communities, to regenerate and have impact on the ground, it's not specifically a concept. We are talking about a real experience, a life changing experiences. So, why is this so? Well, on the one hand, I think that the world needs a new approach to tourism. Definitely. For too long, the tourism industry has faced many, many challenges, big challenges, smaller challenges, but the economic success has come at the expense of many people, of communities, of those that should be benefiting from all activities. So we know there is a better way to do tourism. And this is why this World Tourism Day kicks off this online summit, this online event. So we believe that tourism should not be used just for economic purposes. And of course, we are convinced that tourism should be sustainable, but it should be a little more than just being sustainable. It has to be regenerative. This means that it actively should improve conditions, the living conditions of many, many people. We want to restore all these natural, wonderful ecosystems that make our nations, that make our world such an amazing, such an incredible place to explore. So, the term Regenera is trying to convey this message. The term in our summit's title reflects the heart of this initiative. It comes from the word regenerate. That's why it's called Regenera. So, what we mean is we're trying to bring new life, vigorous life. We're trying to bring new purpose, a new impact. So, this is why the summit focuses on the driving force to regenerate, to restore ecosystems, to restore communities, to empower people all over the world. So, our shared objective throughout this summit is to exchange experiences, to disseminate lessons learned, and to lay the groundwork for a true global community of practice. So, we are here to learn from one another. We are here to build together. And we want to constitute this driving force across the globe. Now, I think it's important to mention that we have not really planned an event or a series of events. What we are looking forward to is building a strong, committed community of practice. So, this is why we have prepared this journey. So, from today, September 27th, to October 18th, we shall be meeting virtually, and we will cover 27 sessions. So, these sessions have been organized around modules, and modules respond to topics. So, around the modules, we meet, and through module one, we will review these core principles of regenerative tourism. We will include a practical session, online session on public policies and legal frameworks that I am sure will answer to many, many questions we all may have. Because change requires a solid foundation on policies, especially legal framework. So we will also then travel to module two. The second module is centered on inspiration. The second module is showing good practices, all these good practices that are able to inspire the work we do every day. So we will drive into what's working around the globe, what's working on the ground. The module, this module, the second module, deals with real life experiences, and we will have a panel that will focus on technological tools and artificial intelligence applied to regenerative tourism. So we'll see how innovation can simplify our work, but especially how innovation can amplify the work we do. So, module three will be the last one. And the this module centers on strategic application and community experiences. So, around this topic, we will focus on how to take all these lessons and all these experiences that will be shared throughout module one and module two. So, how to apply them. We will conclude with an important panel on innovation, technology, investment, competitiveness, and social entrepreneurship. So we have a long journey to go, but it will be an exciting one. So our summit will close on October 18th with a special idea lab. So I know we're all looking forward to this idea lab. This session is a moving forward session because we will reflect on all the learnings throughout the three previous modules, and we will discuss what are these concrete next steps that we all want to take to constitute this community of practice, and especially to define Regenera Travel Summit 2026. Where will it be hosted? And what are the trending topics? What are the essential topics that we want to approach during this Regenera Travel Summit 2026? So, our summit is not a destination. Our summit was never meant to be an end in itself. We have prepared and we are launching it as a starting point, as the beginning of a more ample journey, because we wish to connect. We wish to connect people, experiences, learnings, and especially we wish to connect destinies. Where are we going starting from now? That's what we want to connect. I am convinced that we all want to be a part of this next, of this future that we will be building together. So, thank you so much for your interest. Thank you so much for your commitment. Thank you so much for your belief in regenerative tourism. We are many regenerators around the world, and with great honor and pleasure, I welcome all of you regenerators to this new online experience. And our goal is to be able to meet in person next year in Regenera Travel Summit 2026. Thank you for all.
Thank you very much, Lydia. It is absolutely amazing to hear all of the lineup while we were preparing all of this with the team. Every time we spoke to someone from a different country and we got to hear their story and how it came about, it just kept encouraging us. It kept encouraging us to connect to like minded individuals with a passion for the planet, with a passion for travel, and with a passion for culture, for connecting, for getting back to the communities and being able, almost everyone we spoke to, you know, connecting community and being able to make those decisions, those personal decisions to be a more conscientious traveler. It kept coming up in all of our talks. So thank you very much for that introduction. And right now we are going to go. We want to find out a little bit. We want to share with you the origin stories. How did the whole idea to bring to forth this summit? And we're going to present both Theodora and Vienna. We're going to Germany and here in Honduras at the same time to hear from both of these co-founders. How did they come up with the idea? Ladies?
Well, I will start if you want. Well, I met Theodora. I was in the Netherlands. She was in Germany, and she exposed about her app, Velout, which was to connect solo travelers. And I found it very interesting because I've also traveled alone, like to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and I thought it was a very cool idea. So we ended up connecting, and then she presented me to her co-founder, which is like our CTO, Chief Technology Officer, and we have been working together, like Bell Out, Bellu Travel, and yeah. And when I shared about the idea of an event, she was like, "Oh yeah, let's do it." Bukendra too, like, "Oh yeah, let's develop the website," And they were super supportive, and yeah, that's how it started all. And I presented it also to Lydia Fromm, who was the former director of the Mesoamerica project, and she loved the idea as well, and she said, let's do it. So, and Suzanne too. So Suzanne loved the idea too, and she got on board as well. So now, Theodora, you can tell a little bit more about how it has been so far.
I love it. So hello everybody also from my side.
You
Actually,
cannot
now from
Theodora, we're not hearing you, sweetheart. If you can hear us,
oh, yes, I can hear you. You cannot hear me?
we're still not getting audio from. Oh, okay.
Now, maybe? Can you hear me now?
I cannot hear her, but I mean, I think one of
Lydia can
the
hear
audios
me.
needs to be turned up.
Interesting. So please let me
Yes,
know.
excellent.
can you turn?
I mean, it's technology. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, and this is like a live proof event, right? So it's nothing pre-recorded. So here we are, authentic as we are. So yeah, I mean, it's regenerative travel is more than sustainable travel. And when Vienna, you told the idea about it, I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense because travel industry and traveling is amazing, but it has so many layers. And I think not everybody are conscious about traveling, the impact that we can create in a positive way and the impact that we're creating in a negative way. And I love that. And I was like, yeah, let's just execute about it. So it's one having the ideas and the other one is really going this wild ride and journey and executing them. So I'm really, really happy to be here and be part of it. And thanks to everybody who is also co-creating this together, because together we thrive and more brains are way more effective than just one. So yeah, I'm super grateful to be here today.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Okay, we need to figure out which microphone we're using. Okay, so with some of us in a similar spaces, um, Thank you very much. And for those of you who are joining us from around the world, we are going to do a part of our inauguration that for me is really been impactful when it comes to how everyone met. If you want to hear how everyone met, we have a podcast where you can get to know our speakers a little more about their projects and how they got involved in anything regenerative, circular economies, etc. But more than that, you get a little insight into how they manage their motivation, their resilience. And the main key word here is networking. Networking came up. So this is one I think of the hidden gem in this conference. You get to meet people from around the world with the ability to bring projects that can educate one from one place to another. So we are going to lead into elevator pitches by some of our presenters who are here, who are able to be online with us right now. And
John.
we're going to start
Oh,
with Caitlin Sockwell from the Netherlands. This is
Hello,
the waste not
hello.
spot. Caitlin,
Yes. Hi, thank you, Suzanne. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Caitlin Sockwell. I am currently tuning in from Rotterdam in the Netherlands. I am the founder and a global circular sustainability consultant with the Waste Not Spot, which is a circularity consultancy. And we are on a mission to make circularity a reality, I guess. So I'm so thankful to be here. Vienna and I met a while back, and I think we, like you said, Suzanne, the podcast we recently did does go into that a little bit more. But we've been working very closely together to tackle the marine plastic waste that's washing up and very problematic in the Miami-Taylor region in the Bay or the Gulf of Honduras. So we're hard at work trying to tackle that on a community level. And so while working together on that, Vienna invited me to be a part of this fantastic travel summit and to provide a bit of a workshop on cleanups and waste audits and circularity on a broader scale. So that's what my workshop will be on. You can join me on the Thursday, the 16th of October. I will be going through circular economy and its relationship to regenerative travel. And then also going through some tools that you can use to travel more circularly, but also to lead travel regenerative travel groups and engage them with different circular activities. So that will include leading waste cleanups, but it'll also include the audit side of things, because there's a whole world of data that we can grab from that waste audit, from that cleanup in that community, and use it. So we can keep track of the different brands of waste, the amounts of waste, the different types. And with that data, that feeds into research in the local area about how big the problem is, how big or how much biodiversity is impacted in the local area. But it can also help feed into grants. It can help feed into your overall impact of your business. And these tools don't just have to be at a business level. They can also be at a home-based level. So I like these tools because you can apply it at any scale, whether it's at home in your kitchen or at your regenerative travel practice. So I hope to see you Thursday, the 16th of October. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you, Caitlin. It's pretty awesome to meet Caitlin on our podcast and to hear all that she's doing because it was very interesting.
John.
So now we want to present another member of our team, which is John McKay. John, can you tell us how did you get involved and tell us what you do? This is your elevator pitch moment.
Good morning. My name is John Mackay, arroba burro diurle. I met Vienna some years ago in the entrepreneurship community of Honduras, San Pedro Sula, and Tegucigalpa. Today, I am supporting her in Regenera by means of co-hosting the podcast and also by visual communications. I am very glad to be here. Also learning a lot about regenerative tourism and I learn a lot too.
Thank you, John. Okay, and each one of us, as we all come together, now we're going to go to the United States, where we are going to meet Alexander Eastdale. Alexander? Hey, Alex, how are you? Okay, so Alex was there. I know that Theodora needs to leave because she has to another event. So I don't know, Theodora, if you're available to do your pitch now, and then I know you have something pending, so you can go to that.
Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm actually also participating in a workshop, leadership workshop. So but here we are, right? So again, I'm Theodora. I'm based actually in Berlin, and as Vienna also announced a little bit about what we're doing. So I have to say I love human connection, and so on. We have actually a panel discussion. So I'm gonna join a panel discussion, and we're going to discuss about innovation, technology, investments, competitiveness, and also AI tools. So it's going to be two panel discussions actually. And how we will be involved is that I'm also the CEO and co-founder of our startup, where we really try to create those meaningful connections around solo travelers, because at the end of the day, what we need as humans are also human connections. So we are trying to find out with the research center, what does it mean, right? To what are human connections and how can we actually create them through solo traveling? And on the other hand, we want to bring more consciousness into the travel industry by personalizing sustainable travel options with our partners to our users. So trying to manage the social and environmental aspects. And also my co-founder Bupendra and I, we have like a social heart and try to make our impact now little, hopefully later way bigger into this world. So yeah, join us please on the 14th and 15th of October at 5 p.m. Central European time on two panel discussions. One again about AI tools, and the other one we're gonna talk more also with investors. So it's gonna be more, discussion-driven panel discussion about all this new innovation, technology, and trends in when it comes to the travel industry. So yeah, you don't want to miss this out. And I would love to see many of you there. So thank you so much again for everybody bringing this alive, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Theodora. Thank you for joining us, and we know you are going to be busy in something else. So right now we have Marco Rog.
Yes.
So
Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. My name is Marco. I am the co-founder of Circular Clarity. And we are building an ecosystem to help and support SMEs towards the circular economy. And after this inauguration session, I will do a presentation together with Victoria around nature restoration activities, which we are proposing for the Mea Metella area. We are involved already in nature restoration activities in the Netherlands for the North Sea through a customer of us, Blue Linked. And we want to use our experience also for Honduras, for the local community, and for the tourism activities. So everything what we do is what we always call a multi-value approach. So always looking to social aspects, people, ecological aspects, nature, and the economic aspects of a country. So thanks for having us here. And thanks for having the opportunity to do our presentation. And I wish the team good luck with this inauguration and the rest which will come. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marco. Hi, thank you. And we got to have a lovely chat with Marco and his partner, Victoria Tully, as well, with related to circular clarity. A lot of information. I welcome anyone. There's a lot of experience that Marco brings with his presentation. So, definitely, it is something that we want to invite you to come. So, now we are going to move from the Netherlands and we are going to go back to the USA. And I think this time we have the CEO from Aham Education, Nelly Bisram. Good morning. Hi,
Good
Nelly. This
morning.
is your moment to share your elevator pitch about what it is you guys do and how you're part of our summit.
Well, good morning, buenos dias, bonjour, buongiorno. I'm happy to be here. I'm really excited about this summit. I just came from the United Nations General Assembly and Climate Week in New York. And I think there's a lot of excitement around this topic. With Aham Education, we work on what we call the inner development of outer change. And so we align the inner development goals with the sustainable development goals. And we am I back? Yes. We also do documentary films that really capture this interconnection between human and more than human connection, the well-being of ourselves, of our relatives, and of the ecosystem that supports us. So my session will be tomorrow. It's called Building Regenerative Mindsets from the Inside Out. I just did a podcast from ego to eco. I think it was a few days ago, which will give you a little bit of insight on what that entails. But tomorrow, which is September 28th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, which is 9 a.m. in Honduras, and I believe it's 4 p.m. European Time, I will be doing a session that dives a little bit deeper. So you will actually, this is going to be an experiential session. So you're actually going to come, and it's on a Sunday. So it's going to be very, very comfortable, not too much thinking, more being. So we're going to really drop into what does it mean to be regenerative, to cultivate that type of heart set and mindset that then results in the type of action and solutions that are regenerative, not just because we feel this deep connection to our ecosystem, but also because we understand that nature is our ally in finding solutions. And it brings a little bit of humility to the human contribution to caring for the earth. The other thing that I'd like to share tomorrow with you are some tools and other ways beyond the session that you can deepen those inner capacities that allow you to be moving, to being and sensing and making decisions from a regenerative place, and how you can bring that to your organizations so that it's not it's more than just a strategic endeavor, and it's actually something that we can embody and find a lot of ease in developing our work. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.
Hi, so thank you. Thank you very much, Nelly. And I can say that I participated in a Be Nature certification program that Aham Education has. And in a way, by becoming more conscious of what they were doing, it led me to kind of reconnecting and what I can do with the Regenerate committee and team. So now we have the CEO of ZB Consulting. So we're back to Honduras and we have Licario Cepeda with us. Licario, this is your turn. So please share with us.
Hi, Suzanne. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful to be part of the Regenera Summit. Since my background was always in tourism, I studied tourism administration in Honduras, and I have traveled all around Honduras and all around Latin America. It's really, really nice to see different places. I'm very grateful that I have had the opportunity to do that. My company dedicates mostly to the since I started traveling all that, and also I saw the importance of having a good insurance while you're traveling, right? So that's what we do. We assess people to have a good protection, since um, many people travel without protection, and that's a high risk sometimes because you don't know uh, what could happen, right? And when it happens, you regret that it happened. So we're going to talk about this on Monday at 10:30 Honduran time. Why you need to travel? What travel insurance matter, especially in this time. We have really high medical rates all over the world, even in Latin America. People probably think uh, that tariffs here in Latin America are cheap, but they're not if you're going to a private medical facility. So, and also sometimes you lose baggage and other stuff, documents, etc. So, it's very important, very important to have this information. We work with different international insurance companies, which help us to assess people, to give them the best options. And since we're going to have also a travel agency, it's very important that you offer this to your clients, because it's a really good bonus that you give them to give the best experience. If something happens, you will figure out how to solve it. So it's very, very nice. So I hope to see you on Monday at 10:30 Honduran time. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Licario. Now, from Honduras, we are going to travel across the globe all the way to Netherlands, and we meet with Ian Katonka. Ian, please share what your project is all about.
Thank you, Susanna. Welcome, everyone. So, essentially, I'm Ian Katonka, the youngest partner at Kila Corporate Transactions, where we do three main things: corporate structuring, investments, and transactions. So, in terms of corporate transactions, you can think of the everyday investment banking activities, mergers and acquisitions, leverage buyouts, but with a twist into sustainability. So when we're doing the company valuation, when the analysts look over the pitch deck, etc., and all the smaller minor details, we always take into account, let's say, ESG requirements and the impact the company is making. Which brings me to the next point, which are the corporate investments, which I'm mainly active in at the company, where we are making venture capital investments from pre-seed all the way to Series A, again, looking at impact. So we're not looking for a B2B SaaS AI startup that most VCs look at, but we try to look at companies like, for example, Bellu Travel, whom I got to get to this event through, as I met Vienna first as an interest to participate in their fundraise. And since that, we have been having a very fruitful partnership. Hi, Vienna. And I look forward to working more with her. Firstly, in part of this Regenera Travel Summit, where I'm going to have a discussion with the board about investments in regenerative tourism rather than the traditional tourism, which sort of harms the environment, rather than rebuilding, which is what Vienna is trying to do. Thank you.
Sorry.
No problem. Vienna, you're on mute, I believe.
Uh, here together with Susan, and she has a mic, so we are like,
Aha, yeah, I
confused.
understand.
turning on the mic.
One person's controlling the studio and another one's working behind the scenes. So it's the world of technology and it's literally like dancing the waltz, which happens in live.
Yeah.
Wow, Ian, how interesting. I mean, for me, my curiosity, and I do hope you have time to do a podcast with us because we've been doing podcasts with all of our speakers. And I really would like to invite you to the Regenerate with Purpose podcast because being one of the youngest members partners of your company, I think it would be really interesting to talk to other people of your generation about how that happened, what drove you to it, to answer those questions. A podcast gives us a little more, a little more intimacy with the audience to be able to share. So we would love to have you make time for us and be able to record with you, perhaps sometime during the course of the summit as you're running through.
Absolutely. It would be my honor. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Ian. Thank you for inviting me. It's really hard to find
Oh,
one time the invest.
no.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Now can you hear me? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. No. I just wanted to say that I can also see that you are like the 1% of the investors because I've been reached out by a huge number of investors, and really, I can see how your firm is focused on funding sustainable startups, and really, I feel like the alignment, no, everything how you explain it, the partnership proposals you send, how you treat us, all your following through, no, it is wow. It is like, I thank God because I was praying for investors like you guys. So you're like really, you fell from heaven to me, and I'm really grateful that you have accepted also this invitation and that you can share your knowledge and a better way to do investment, how to invest also with more purpose, no, and for the future. I think this is the future, so I really want to thank you, and very excited about hearing what you will share with us too, and also very excited about having you on the podcast as well.
Likewise. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay, so right now we can, while we're waiting for one of our other speakers who is on his way, um, we have a little show and tell from our Aham CEO who's still available because since her event is going to be experimental, you're going to be able to actually be in the experience. We have Nelly Bisram and she will be able to do a session with us. So here's Nelly, and you get a little taste of what you're going to experience tomorrow and Sunday. Nelly, all yours.
Okay, hi everyone. So I would like to just invite everyone to take a little pause. You've been listening to a lot of pitches. I can tell you that I'm excited to be, in this event and also listening to the other speakers. And sometimes having all that information can be overwhelming. So what I would like to invite us to do is a short practice in regeneration, regenerating from the inside out, which is my session tomorrow. So wherever you are, what I invite you to do, and this is actually a real-time practice that you can use during your day if you want to train your brain to think in a more regenerative way. So I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable. If not, you can just softly gaze downward if you're driving or engaged in a space where you cannot close your eyes. Please just listen and do your best to follow. If you're sitting, make sure your feet are flat on the ground. So you want to make sure your limbs are uncrossed. What this does is it opens up the nervous system. And if you're sitting, just check in that your body is upright and balanced, and that you can just be in a state of alertness and relaxation at the same time. So now as we begin, beginning to sense the physical body that we live in, right? So from head to toe, just scanning the body. And as you scan the body from head to toe, you might notice different sensations. You might notice a preference or an attitude to the sensation. Some are pleasant, some are unpleasant. So the intention is to really just observe. And whenever your mind wanders, just come back to the sensation in your feet or the sensation of your breath. And so now bringing your attention to your feet, and as you sense the weight of your feet on the ground, bringing an awareness that the ground beneath me is supporting me. And just allowing all of perhaps the tension from the week, allowing everything to drain through your feet into the earth. So this earth that is supporting me, even if it's a few layers removed because there's a floor, maybe you're in a building, this earth is made up of the same elements as this body. And so just the intention, perhaps even visualizing, letting go of whatever is not needed that the body might be holding. There might be sensations that you're aware of, or there might be thoughts and emotions and sensations that you're not aware of, beliefs even, patterns. So just setting this intention and imagining that all of this is draining into the earth, knowing that the earth can hold and transform anything that we give to it. And now, having a sense of your roots growing into the earth, the roots growing from your feet, connecting deep, deep, deep into the core of the earth, going many, many layers deep, we can experience not only the connection to the earth element, the water element, the fire element, the air element, but the spaciousness as well. And connecting our roots to the earth, we connect to our ancestors, our human or more than human ancestors across time. And if we allow these roots now, imagining them growing wide, we can connect even to each other across space. Remembering that we are both connected to those that came before and to those that are here now, across space. And so this interconnectedness is what allows our bodies to regenerate itself. This cycle of life, the birth and death of ourselves, the breathing of oxygen, the sharing of the carbon dioxide with the trees and recycling that breath. This is always happening. And so just staying for a few seconds in silence, just a few moments. And just now taking in the good, excuse me, taking in the good from the earth, recharging, uploading, as it were, sensing the breath and allowing the breath to replenish the body as it does naturally without trying to fix it or control it, just allowing for a few more seconds in silence. And now I invite you, if your eyes were closed, to open your eyes and to just remember that we are not alone, that we are part of the cycle of life, and that intention and imagination and attention are tools that we can use to not only regenerate ourselves, but to enter this vortex, if you will, of a regenerative mindset or heart space that allows us to remember the full chain of life within our time space reality and beyond. This helps us in thinking in a circular way and in acting in a circular way. So I hope this did something for you, and it's something you can take with you. And feel free to drop comments in the chat as we move on to our next speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nelly, for that regenerative space. Our team members have been working day and night, I can say. And for some of them, it was taking them to that place where they needed to be on the adrenaline, but to be regenerating right now. So thank you. There's been a lot of tension and getting everything ready. So right now we're going to hear from um, Sen director Alex Easdale is in the studio with us. Alex, we're going to bring Alex on camera now.
Melody.
Suzanne,
Okay, so here we have Alex.
All right, all right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes? All right, I'll be brief. I'm the executive director of the Southeast Climate and Energy Network. We're a network of about 75 environmental organizations, big and small. We have a footprint in 11 states in the southeastern U.S. So from Virginia, everything down to Louisiana and everything in between, including Florida, the Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, soon Puerto Rico. So very, very happy to be here with you. Like Nelly, have just returned late last night from New York. We were there for the what we call Climate Week, but it's also obviously the UN General Assembly. And very impactful week. We were part of many really interesting conversations with not only businesses, but also with nonprofits, with philanthropy, with government officials from all over the world. And it's clear that we need to live and do things differently. So I really want to applaud this initiative for regenerative tourism. I philosophically 100% aligned with you. And I'm very, very excited, Suzanne and Vienna, to work with all of you to find solutions for us to live life, to enjoy ourselves, to develop our economies, right? And at the same time, to do things in a way that is sustainable, that is good for our planet, and allows future generations to enjoy the gifts that we have in this wonderful, wonderful planet. So, Suzanne, I can't wait to participate, and I think you all are doing an amazing job. So again, thank you for inviting me, and I'm really, really happy to be a part of this. Thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you very much, Alex. Thank you. Wow. We've got climate people. We've got so many amazing things from Berlin, Germany, Netherlands, Costa Rica. Oh my God, there's so many amazing people with different projects that you think, wow, innovation and what people are doing. It's something that's really inspiring. I mean, we have three pillars in our summit: educate, inspire, and connect. So this session, we hope that you've seen someone that you'd like to connect to, and we're going to pass off to Lydia Lydia from. She is going to close us out. And thank you, Lydia, for joining us, giving us your time, and for being part of this with us, with your wisdom, your experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Suzanne. Well, it's been quite um, something listening to everyone and especially noticing how everyone is connected. So we are looking forward to great sessions. I am sure we are already excited about learning from all these experiences that we have just heard, and there will be much more. So, thanks everyone for your commitment. It is time to think globally and to think how we can upscale all of these great experiences. So, regenerators, we will continue meeting through this channel at the same time these coming days, and we all look forward to
Sorry.
sharing. Perdón.
Sorry, no, it's because I
We're just a little bit, we're just
yes,
a little tired.
we're a bit tired.
There's adrenaline, there's exhaustion, doing a project like this. Um,
I'm gonna bring you back, Susan. Sorry.
a project like this, generally you would have like a large team, but sometimes when you're walking a road where you're pioneering something, um, getting people to buy into the idea, getting people to listen, finding like minded individuals who want to go forward, especially when there's a level of benevolence, there's a level of a lot of what we've learned from the different professionals that we've talked to. And maybe this video before we close up, because we've only got like about 3 minutes, um, everyone talks about that personal decision that I want to live differently. I want to sacrifice differently for the better good. And we know that sometimes that attacks that singular idea of the self, where I am, who I am. So if you would give us any final words and invite our audience to sign up. And with that, we will be closing our inauguration to move on to our first presentation later today with Circular Clarity and Marco Rog and Victoria Tully. So, dear Lydia, can you give us your words on that element of self and sacrifice?
Thank you so much, Suzanne. Well, I think you said it all. We're looking forward to strengthening these connections, to strengthening these bonds. I am sure we are all like-minded. We're all committed. So these are the best ingredients for great work. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really, we are so blessed to have you leading this team and with all your experience. And I'm really grateful for your life and I really appreciate all the hard work you have put into this, because I know you haven't slept many nights as well as us. And so no, I just want to thank you. You're an amazing person, and you all. I'm very happy to work with all this team, all the speakers, all the panelists. They are all amazing, so passionate about what they do. They have so much knowledge. They like to share it. It's amazing. And I would just like to add that you can also register to our members area for free, and you will be able to watch the module 1 completely free of charge. If you go to regeneratravel.com, then you can make an account and register and see the first lesson for the first lessons for free, which will be very, very, very very good and very I forgot the word right now. I haven't slept, so the words come in Spanish, not in English. But yes, it will be great. It will be of great richness. I think the best investment you can do is in knowledge.
Well, I think we've been describing it as a masterclass.
A masterclass, yes.
Every single person we have met, their experience and their story truly is guiding us. And I do want to invite educators and young people who are thinking that they don't have options. I think when they listen to the collection of individuals that we have here on this summit, they're really going to be, we hope to inspire them to look at their land and look around them and be able to generate new ideas so that they can see a future wherever they are located and that they can connect and see truly how the power of networking can really, really bring new fruit to a new life to old things. So with that, we want to close up and say thank you to everyone
Thank
who joined us
you.
online. Thank you to everyone who is looking at us after. And remember, go to regeneratravel.com and you can register for free. Module 1, you can find us on LinkedIn, you can find us on Facebook, you can find us in any social media atmosphere. We are there.
Substack.
Substack as well. You can get, there are freebies, there are connections, there are meetings, there's so many things. I mean, this is the future of work. This is what it's going to look like. Meeting someone in a different country, doing a project together. This is what it takes. And we're walking in something new. And we invite you to join us. And we're going to go to the Netherlands next. So happy World Tourism Day to everyone. Conscious traveling to everyone. And we're taking us to Netherlands. So check out our YouTube website. We'll be heading to the Netherlands soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
Ciao.